Rafa, and Donovan.
Welcome back to The Bunt, the number one podcast in skateboarding, brought to you by the number one shoe in skateboarding, Vans. Off the wall since 1960, motherfucking 6. I'm D Jones. I got my main man, the Ghost, with me. We got Richie Valdez and Antoine behind the scenes.
It's a cool thing. Still.
Ghost, what do we got popping this week, man? Here we go again.
Yo, you don't like when I use this term, but we got a true workhorse running back in the building. You know what I'm saying? The Philly special. Joey O'Brien came on the pod. Epic dude, some great stories. And just when you watch his parts, you're just like, yo, this fool's just grinding. And to know that he worked construction while filming for some of his previous parts before, you know what I'm saying, going full-time skate, which we're super hyped he was able to do. Awesome interview, awesome dude. Hype for the people to listen to that one. Then we take it, straight to the post office, and of course wrapping it up with the rundown. NFL heating up, Jays getting a bye. You know what time it is.
Oh, spitting facts, dog. All right, I see you. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at The Bunt Live. Hit us up on our YouTube, youtube.com/@TheBuntLive. Holler at our Patreon, patreon.com/The Bunt. And then head over to thebuntlive.com. Merch is still going. T-shirts, some hats, the Yeti bottle. Everybody can use a Yeti bottle, man. It's the cheapest one on the market. And it's got the clean Bunt logo, man. Doesn't get better than that. Ghost. We got football going on. Playoff baseball. Lives are busy. If the people missed their skateboarding fix this week, what do you suggest we watch?
Yeah, some shit was popping this week, you know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is. It's Shoutout of the Week, brought to you by The Den, a skate video app, and home of The Den TV, your 24/7 live skate video streaming channel. The Den TV is constantly serving up a selection of the highest quality videos, from the classics to the latest releases, and everything in between. Throw it on while you're kicking back with the homies, cooking a little dinner, or to help you get through that extra boring Zoom meeting. Just hit play and let The Den deliver the heat you need to kick your daily routine up a notch. The Den is available for free on iPhone, Android, the web, and on the big screen with Apple TV and Amazon Fire TV. D Jones, this week, this is actually 3 weeks old, but I just happened to see it this week, and I've already watched it probably 4 times. So big shout out to Swim Skateboards, you know what I'm saying? Grinding the tape. I don't know if you saw that one. Opening part from Justin Dryson. So steezy. Big fan of his. Always hyped to see some new clips, and he snapped in this one. Flip back tails, you know what I'm saying? Switch nose manny half cab flips. You name it, he's popping it off with steez in these streets. Ethan Loy, a mega beast, OG, holding it down throughout the middle. He did a crazy ass back 180 into a wall. If you haven't seen it, go check it. And it ended with Ryan Connors, who I was like, yo, that name sounds familiar. He's all grown up now, but as someone who actually skated and getting paid in Montreal way back. And I was like, if this dude does some crazy manis, it's probably the dude that I remember from the contest, even though he looks so different than back then. Ends it with a switch, slappy nose stall thingy to fucking switch nose manny cab flip. Or wait, what the fuck did he do again? I don't even remember. It was insane, but he does some crazy trick. And he does a few crazy manis. I'm like, that's definitely the dude from back in the day. So great to see him shredding with curtains in this one. Great video from start to finish. Go check it out. Grinding the tape, Swim Skateboards. Shout out Dan Plunkett.
Gonna check that out. Might be time to get one of those Swim Skateboard guys on the pod, man. I mean, we had Dan, but the rest of them,
Real shit, man. Ethan Loy, pull up.
There is only one thing left to do before we get into the interview. And now a lot of people hit us up on our DM, sometimes our personal one or the Bunt one, saying they're coming to Toronto and they're asking for recommendations. And it's a nice feeling having people come to you looking for some advice, you know? And we always send them in certain directions. But one must, if you're a skater, you come to Toronto, you go to Dunbat in the evening, have your nice settled down sesh, and then you slowly make your way across the street to one of our favorite bars of all time. Bathurst Local. They got karaoke, they got food, they got some nice wine, but most importantly, they have the coldest beer on earth. Beamer beer, always in the fridge, ready to glow. Ready to glow. It could be a glow up, who fucking knows? But the beer's ready to go. They got Glenn there. He's gonna bother you with some LeBron talk, but don't worry about that. He's a great guy. But the Beamers are cold. It's right across the street from Dunbat. That's a must hit for any Toronto local or anyone visiting. Dunbat till the lights go off, and then you go to the Bathurst Local.
Hell yeah.
Ghost, I got nothing left to say.
Joey, what's up, baby?
Let's go, Joey. All right, we've got Joey O'Brien in the building. What's cracking, man?
What's up, guys?
Straight chilling, you heard?
Straight chilling, man. So, Joey, I don't know if you listen to the pod often enough to know we start every show off the same. You got to hit us with your favorite skate moment and your favorite sports moment.
Favorite skate moment, probably when I went pro for Alien. It was cool just having my mom and dad there, and they got to see like my name on a board, and it was kind of like a nice way to show them like, hey, this stuff actually paid off. You know?
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. And then sports moment would probably be, does it have to be professional or could it be amateur?
Oh, whatever you want, man.
All right. Well, probably I helped coach my brother's like high school wrestling team last season.
Sick.
And just seeing him like qualify for the state tournament in PA was probably the best sports moment for me, because he had a really bad injury to his knee in the beginning of the year, and he fully tore his LCL.
Damn.
Which is like pretty gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
And he like sat out for 2 months and just like doing cardio with like the rowing machine and all this. It was like some rocky shit. And then he ended up qualifying and did really well. So that was cool to see firsthand.
That's wicked, man. Wrestling coach. Love it.
Yeah, part-time.
I thought you were going to say one of the Eagles championships in the last few years for sure.
Dude, that
For sure.
Well, that would be like my favorite professional one. Would be like when the Eagles came from behind against the Patriots.
You think that one was better than this most recent one?
Yeah, because it was their backup quarterback, wasn't it? It was Nick Foles.
Mm-hmm.
And he like Carson Wentz killed it all year, and then I guess he got really hurt, and then Nick Foles took over, and we were all like, well, I guess we're done. And then he just fucking beasted it out and came from I think the deficit was like he came up like 30 points in like the second half or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But that was cool.
That was one of the best football games I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
Yeah. The more recent one was like it was over in the first quarter, basically. No fun.
This is a beatdown. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like we knew we were winning. So,
well, congrats to you defending champ in the NFL realm. So, Joey, man,
thanks.
Take us back to the beginning. Where'd you grow up, and how'd you get into skating?
So, I grew up in Hatfield, Pennsylvania. It's an hour north of Philly, and I guess my dad, he used to skate in like the 80s, like nothing crazy, but he would just like, I guess, street skate, or he wasn't like crazy good. He can like 180 and like fakie big spin or something like that. But I would just see him doing it in like the street messing around, and he like showed me how to ollie one day, and I like learned it super quick, and I just stuck with it. And then like all the kids in my neighborhood started skating, and we were pretty much just skating our neighborhood for like 3 years straight, just like making ramps and rails in the street. All the cars driving by would be pissed. And yeah, I hadn't gone to a skate park for like the first like 5 years that I skated. And once I got to one, it was kind of weird. It was like, I was like, how the fuck do people ride on this shit. It's so smooth. Like, I'm going to fall.
Yeah, Joey, we don't swear on this podcast. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just kidding.
Yeah, this is a family show. Come on, dude.
I know, am I cursing too much?
Playing, dude. Dude, it's crazy how long you can just last out front of the house on your fucking curb for a few years, you know? And now I complain about every spot I go to.
Going to a skate park the first time, it was like, I'm not good enough to be here. Like, I just like went in and like left immediately. It was like, let's go home. Like, I need to train more. But
the good old
now
days,
it's kind of
man.
like the opposite, where like kids will be at the skate park just like sucking. But
Yeah, it's true.
Pretty much. So, Joey, what would you say was your first big break in the skate industry?
I would probably say when I started getting like real boards and Spitfire and Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, me and Penny, we drove to Chicago to skate with Kalis for like there was like a street league event, and he like invited us to go to that and then just street skate with him. What happened? Yeah, we went to street league, and then like Ishad was there, and I like knew Ishad just from skating back in Philly. And Ishad like pulled me over to like Mickey Reyes and was like, yo, hook this kid up.
Sick.
Get him on the program. And I was like, damn, that's sick that he vouched for me like that. And then like ever since then, I kind of always like, I got real boards forever. And then that kind of opened up the door.
Damn, that's a big shout out there. Yeah,
That's huge cosign.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that's sick.
They listen.
Because he's like one of my favorites. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. So you mentioned being a wrestling coach, but you and your two brothers grew up wrestling.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about the early wrestling days and what made you eventually choose skating. Because I heard that when high school ended, like you could have kind of gone either way. What made you eventually pick skating?
So like, yeah, me and my brother, we grew up, he started when he was like 4, and I started when I was like 6 or something like that. Just around the same time I started skating too. So like we were always kind of both just skate. We would both just skate and wrestle. And I used to hate wrestling practice because I wanted to skate more, and it was not fun. But my dad always kind of just made me go, and I'm kind of glad he did, because every year I'd be like, I'm quitting this year. But it's definitely like it just kind of builds character, that sport, and I'm glad I stuck with it. But I'd never wanted to go to practice. I hated practice like my whole youth. Yeah, it was fun though. My last couple years of high school, I kind of found like a love for it. So I kind of took it more seriously. Like during the season, I didn't skate for a couple months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was weird. I would go like 3 months without skating and just like cutting a shit ton of weight, and
Crazy.
it was weird. Yeah. But I'm glad I did it.
And skate world's glad you chose skating for sure.
Yeah. I guess I was like at the end of high school, I was like, do I go to college? And like I didn't really have like offers or anything for wrestling, but I was like decent enough to probably do well somewhere. Not well, but like get on a team.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just kind of like weighing them out. I'm like, skating's just way more fun. So I just had to. And I knew when you do a sport in college, that's like your whole life. So I knew that would have been like skating would have had to stop.
Yeah, and these gap derails ain't gonna nose grind themselves, man. Let's be serious.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Your brother, Mikey, a certified legend, making viral content on the regs, combining skating and weightlifting. Tell us a bit about your brother, and if you have a story you can share, we'd love to hear it.
I guess he started when he got done college. He wrestled in college, so he kind of like took the other path. He could have been he was like a really good skater as a kid too, but I still think if he would have kept skating, he like did his vertical jump is like, I think he has like the record at the college he went to for the vertical jump out of like any sport. Like
That's crazy.
even like the track people. It's like he can jump so high. Like I feel like he would have done some crazy shit if he kind of like kept skating. But he's just like after college he just started doing this like just posting him lifting as much as he could in our parents' garage, and he kind of just started incorporating different things into it. Like he would do like he would have like the squat bar up and he would do like a tray flip with 135 or something on his back, and then it would just fucking go crazy viral, and all these people started like offering him sponsorships, and he started making like actual money from it. So
Damn.
like everyone was like, "Are you gonna get a job?" Like, and he's like, "No, I'm doing this. Like, screw it." So
Yeah, I got a job, man.
He got pretty famous doing that shit on Instagram. So
Yeah.
he's got like 400,000 followers or something crazy like that. Like,
Shout out his Insta handle for the people in case they haven't peeped it.
yeah, it's Mikey Maybe Me. Does crazy shit.
I was
on there.
peeping it yesterday. He's wild. So sick.
Yeah, he's jacked as hell. Everyone thinks he's on steroids too, which always pisses me off, but he's not on steroids.
Set the record straight.
Fucking natty.
He's like never touched any drug. Yeah.
Did him and Nick Dompier ever connect on some content?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I feel like Nick Dompier is kind of not into like the crazy weird shit. He's just like kind of like traditional like bodybuilder.
Joey, can you tell us how you first got on Alien Workshop and about the incident at the warehouse when you first met Joe Castrucci?
Man, yeah. I got on Alien through Suchu. I guess at the time I stopped skating for real because Mark Johnson hit me up and was like, "Yo, I'm starting a company and you're like the first person I want to ride for it." And I was like, "Fuck yeah." And I guess
That's
it was
sick.
Business and Company. Like, I don't know if you guys heard of it, but it was like 2018 or something. And he had like all these sick ideas. He was like the nicest dude, would send me just like huge boxes of boards. Like freaking 12 boards at a time or something like that. And then, I was like, damn, this is sick. And he was really great. And he was like, "Oh, any shape you want, like I can make it." And he like made a shape for me. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I just like, I wasn't sure what was going to happen with it. And then like, I went on a sabotage trip to Milan. And I guess I did a lot of stuff, and then Penny showed Suchu, and he was like, "Yo, get Joey on something." And Suchu was like, "He can be on Alien if he wants." So he kind of like opened that door up.
No Habitat. He was like, he can be on Alien. Oh, kind of.
Yeah. Alien's like the JV. No, I'm just kidding. Nah. I don't know. I think it just made more sense.
Mm-hmm. And then what about the
Alien,
first time you met Castrucci? A little incident at the warehouse.
Yeah, and then the first Alien trip we went on, it was to like that big street style open contest in Des Moines. So we like all met up in Ohio, and we drove all out to Des Moines in a van, and we just stopped to skate a lot of spots on the way and filming and shit. And then on the way back, we were like, "Oh, let's go to the warehouse and we can all like grab product, meet Joe and stuff." Cause not all of us had met Joe at that time. I never met him. So like we got to the warehouse finally, and I was like eating like shit the whole way to the warehouse. It was like a 5-hour drive or something, just gas station food. And then like when we got to the warehouse, I took the craziest shit in the bathroom. And and like I flushed it first before putting anything in the toilet. Then I put the toilet paper in, whatever, flushed again. Like I flushed like 3 times. And then like the water started like coming up, and I was like, fuck. It was like right on the floor of the warehouse, like Like it was like right next to all the product and shit and the water. So I turned the water off.
Hell no.
I turned the water off. I mean, it wasn't like that close to the stuff, but it was just like a bad location. Like everyone was out, like near it, like near the bathroom. And I still hadn't met Joe yet, because that's the first thing I did when I got there. So yeah, the water was like piled up to the very tip, and I like got the plunger and I started plunging, and it didn't go down. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So I tried to I like plunged the crap out of it, and then I turned the water back on and tried to flush it again, and it just shit water just started pouring out all over the floor.
Oh no!
And like my actual shit was on the floor of the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like this would happen to me. I flushed like 4 times, and it was the worst shit too. Like it was like crazy situation.
Damn, that's so much worse than what I thought the story was.
Oh man, it was horrible. And I was so nervous. I was like sweating, like, and then I like cleaned it up with like paper towels and shit, and like put it all in like the trash can, and and I got it to where like the bathroom was clean, and just the water was in the toilet still to the very top,
bro.
And then like I like walked out. I was like, "Yo, guys, I clogged the toilet." And then Joe came out and was like, "Hey, nice to meet you." I was like, "Hey, I clogged your toilet. I'm sorry. Nice to meet you." And then he's like, "Oh, I bet you." He's like, "Oh, I got a good plunger at my house." He like drove home, got like a giant plunger, and he like tried to plunge it, and it didn't work. And then they like, and then like I just like was like, "All right, well," and then we all grabbed like a bunch of like product and shit, and I'm like, I just feel like the worst. And then we left. Like I was like, "All right, well, nice to meet you. Good luck. I hope you get it unclogged." And then they had to get someone to come out and dig up the fucking pipe, dude, like in the main sewage line.
It just keeps getting worse.
Apparently, it was like a bad buildup. Like it was like the guy was like, it would have been anyone. Like whoever used it that time would have clogged it.
Just
so
the icing on the cake.
Blame.
Damn.
Holy fuck.
So
this guy went home to get the mega plunger.
Yeah. And he was just...
And you just went shopping in the warehouse while he did it?
Yeah. Crazy.
That's epic, man.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I love that shit. Oh, so dude, after all that, and you spoke about it in your favorite skate moment, they still did you the honor of turning you pro. How did you first find out?
Well, it was kind of crazy because I think they were talking about it, and then I'm pretty sure someone accidentally sent me my boards, like when I asked for boards one time, and they were just like, "My board."
That's so brutal.
And I was like, "Whoa, that's
awesome."
sick. I think it was just like a little mix up or something, but I was like, "Oh, thank you guys." And then they sent me like a care package that was like a model of like, or it was like a statue of like kind of like an alien looking thing, and they sent the actual statue, which was cool. It was like Joe said he like bought his house and he opened up a closet or something, and that thing was just staring at him, and he was like, "Whoa, this just scared the shit out of him," and then he used it as my graphic. So,
but it was a complete accident. Like you weren't supposed to find out that way, right?
No, not that was like, I think it was a mix up for sure. Yeah, he was like, "Damn, must have been like a mix up." So
yeah, anticlimactic way to find out you're pro, but still epic. And then you mentioned you had the party later and stuff.
You still went pro.
Yeah, it was sick though. I was still hyped. But yeah, and then we had like a party like at this skate shop near me in Ambler. It's not a skate shop anymore, but just a guy I've known owned it forever. Like he hooked me up when I was like 15, and he kind of like organized the whole party. And Alien just sent a bunch of boards and stuff, and
hell yeah,
everyone from the city came, and it was sick.
So you put in some serious time as a blue collar ripper, working construction and skating at the same time. Definitely not easy on the body.
Oh man.
Can you tell us a bit about that era And maybe what was the gnarliest trick you ever did after a hard day on site?
Yeah, definitely taxing on the body. After high school, I was like, I guess I'm not going to college because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So like my dad was doing carpentry. He's like a pretty damn good carpenter, but he was working for these people flipping houses at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it was like he was like the main dude, the main carpenter, and then they would just like they hired him as like a project manager kind of carpenter guy. And then like he was like, hey, you want to come work with me? So he just kind of taught me the basics of the trade. I was doing that for a couple years while skating, and that was kind of chill because it's like your dad, and he would just let me take off. Like I'd be like, oh, I want to go to Chicago, and I would just go on a skate trip for like 10 days, and he wouldn't really care. But then like that kind of ended, and I started doing like fencing, like installing fences, which was like super gnarly.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like digging holes
The digging
just
sucks.
with your bare hands most of the time.
Yeah.
Outside in the summer too?
Oh, yeah. And then it's like it's kind of seasonal. Like we'll get laid off for like a month or two in the winter. So like everyone's trying to like the foremen are all trying to like maximize their like hours and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in the summer and they're out like from like 7 a.m. to like 7 p.m. and you're just like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
And skating after that's brutal. Definitely like it was hard to like after a work day, like going to the skate park sometimes was like, fuck. Like I used to not skate street too much after like during the week because I was working 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would just always make it a point, like I have to go to the skate park at least like 3 days a week. And then like by Thursday or something, if I went like 4 days, by Thursday, you're just like dead, like just nothing's working. But I kind of feel like there's something to that. It kind of helped me in the long run. Just going to the skate park that much, I think it just helps you get better. So
For sure.
it kind of helped me in the end. And then all weekend, you just skate all weekend, like street or whatever, like just film. So
yeah, that's dedication right there, man.
And then the gnarliest thing I probably did after work, probably filming with Penny for Sabotage 5. It was at Cecil. Do you guys know that spot? It's like a brick. It's got like brick ledges around it. It's like a pit in Philly, kind of by Temple.
Oh yeah, you guys kind of prop a tile up there sometimes.
Yeah, so you can prop a grate there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of trees in it. It's just like a little like pit that's just for people to like hang out, and it's pretty much open and shaded. But yeah, I did a line where I like 5-0'd the brick ledge and then like turned the corner and then just no push like 50'd this like I think it's like a 14 rail, and it was just the curve in was just really hard, and I was just remember being like, damn, I worked today and I did that. I was like,
damn, was that a fencing day?
Yeah, for sure. Probably an early day.
Jesus.
I was like, let's go skate.
Yeah.
Well, you probably got a good sleep that night, man. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would drink like after work, I would drink like a Reign at 6 like a Reign Energy. They're like 290 milligrams of caffeine. I would drink one like after work at 6 p.m. I would drink one every night. Like,
jeez.
Like 4 days, 3 or 4 days a week. Like, and then I would just like sleep like a baby still. Like I needed it to be able to function at the skate park.
Hell yeah.
That's fucked. So what happened skate-wise to help facilitate not having to work construction anymore?
Getting hooked up by Adidas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
And Pro for Alien. It was like the same time pretty much. I started getting Adidas shoes like Flow in like 2014. Damn. From like a rep. And it was like, I was like Shop Flow or whatever. And I would get like 2 pairs a month or something like that. And then like I started getting real boards and all that stuff. And then like at a trade show, my friend Luke Derrigan, who's a photographer, he doesn't really shoot skating anymore, but he went to like one of those Agenda trade shows and he saw Skin there, the old Adidas team manager. And He's like, oh, do you know Joey? He gets Adidas shoes. And Skin was like, nah, I don't know him. He's like, oh, he gets real boards too. So he was like, oh, well then like he should be like getting shoes from me then. So he just started giving me shoes. So then I was like getting shoes from the actual TN.
Sick.
And then Shire took over Skin's place, I think. And I was just always skating with Mulhern too. He's like one of their main filmers. So like Mulhern is super close with Shire, and he would be showing him my footage all the time. And Shire's like, damn, like it'd be sick to get him on. And I think eventually he kind of like helped me get on. Shire helped me get on.
That's what's up. Yeah, I remember seeing some of your parts back in the day, and I forget who told me, like, yeah, he works like construction full time too. And I was like, damn, hey, that's crazy. And then I was hyped to hear that, like, you know, getting bumped up on Adidas, turning pro and all that allows you to focus more on these video parts now, because we need more, baby.
Yeah, I never really thought that would happen, but I was always like, maybe it could. I don't know. I just love filming, and I wasn't going to let having to work kind of stop that.
Yeah. No, that's what's up. Well deserved.
Thank you. I didn't want to give in and be like, I'm not skating today. So
yeah,
kind of just forced it.
Love the dedication. It paid off.
Thank you.
Speaking of dedication, can you take us behind the scenes on your Gap to Nose Grind Albany mission?
Oh, yeah. So I think I went there in October one year with like Suchu and Brandon Nguyen, and I forget who else was there. And Mulhern was filming. It was just like a random friends trip. We were just filming whatever. And I saw the Gap Trail. I was like, damn, I think I could like, or no, actually no. That was after I had already skated it. But I did like I went in the summer before that, and Silas was there, and Shin and Philip Almquist. They were on like an Adidas trip with Mulhern, and Mulhern just I was like at home, and Mulhern, that was before I got on, and Mulhern texted me like, yo, I'm going to be in Albany. Like, you should come meet up and skate with us. I was like, all right. So I drove up just for the day. We skated, and I think I did like the switchback 5.0 front 180 on the 7 rail. And then we like went around the corner, and I looked at the Gap Trail. I was like, oh shit, this is possible. So then I did like a lip slide pretty easily on it, and then I 50'd it like first try.
Damn.
And then Silas was like, damn, you should nose grind it. I was like, I don't know, man. And I was like, at the time I was watching a lot of Silas footage. I was like so hyped that he was like, I was juiced on the nose grind. I wanted to do it, but I was like, Then I tried Smith and just like slammed really bad and was like, fuck that. I'm just going to keep the lip slide.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just like kind of like, it was like he planted like a seed in my brain. I was like, the nose grind, like Silas wants it to be done. I have to do it. So yeah, the first time I went, it was like Suchu, Brandon Nguyen, Mulhern, and I forget if anyone else was there, but I was like, damn, I got to try the nose grind now. And I got into a couple lip slides. I was like, all right, I'm feeling it. Didn't land the lip slide. And then I started trying nose grind. And I remember just going so way too fast just because I was scared, and just like dinking it on there and just like falling and rolling like 40 feet. Like it was like, Suchu was like, Jesus Christ, dude. He was just filming my bail. Like he was just filming me on the side slow-mo, just on the ground, like nothing on the rail. He was just filming like what I did on the ground, like rolling around like an idiot. But yeah, and then eventually I think we got kicked out, and I was like, damn, I know I could do it. Like I started getting in the groove, grinding some, and I was like, I know I could do it, but we got kicked out. So like a month or two went by. I was like telling Mulhern, I was like, dude, we got to drive up to Albany and get that nose grind. I don't care if we just go for like a day. Like all I need is like a couple hours, and I know I can do it. And then he's like, damn, what if we get kicked out again? I'm like, dude, it's worth a shot. Like, let's just go. And we drove all the way there, like a 4-hour drive. We got there. I just like like it was cold too, and I started like running around the like a parking lot like to warm up. Like I didn't even want to skate to warm up.
Yeah.
It was pretty chilly. But and then I just started trying nose grind, and it was like a battle because it's a square skinny rail, so like I couldn't lock in too good.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just it was like over 2 hours of jumping on it, and then eventually I landed like one that wasn't that good, and then even the one I landed, I think I did two in the part. I didn't really even like them that much, but because like the one I kind of think I didn't grind a lot, the long lens one, and then the fisheye one, I thought like I started sagging it down, but
Perfectionist.
I was like, damn, I just got to take it again. So.
And then 4-hour drive home.
Oh.
Yep, 4-hour drive home.
That's a savage day.
More dedication right there, man. That's crazy. That's mad respect.
Take us behind the scenes on the love line from the plaza to the parking garage.
Yeah, that was Penny's idea pretty much. He was like obsessed with that, like just going under, like, because you're by the end of the line you're like going under Love Park, so it was kind of like symbolic in a way. It was cool, but cool idea, Penny. You could only skate there after 10 p.m. and we got there at like 10:30 or something like that, and just like, you know how it is, by the time you're warmed up, it's like an hour in, and then you start trying it, and then before I know, it's like 3 a.m., like 0 cars on the street, and it was sick because it made the line easier because there's no cars. But it was like 3 a.m. and I remember Tracy G was there, and he was watching, and he was like, "Damn, you're a beast, dude." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, you're a real one," or something like that. I was like, "Thanks."
That's an epic clip right there.
Yeah, it was super hard. And I remember the one trick I did in it was like the kickflip I did in it was so bad, but it was so hard for me that I had to just kind of stop and just take the shitty kickflip that I did.
Oh, I feel like it always happens like that. When one trick in a line, you're like kind of bummed on it, all your like tension comes out of your body, and then you just always land the line that time. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's like, come on. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Because like when everything's so perfect, you're just like,
you get more and more tense.
Gotta keep going.
Oh, especially like, let's say you do a back
when
tail.
You do something
Let's say you start with a back tail or something, and then you do like the best nollie front heel of your life. As soon as you land the nollie front heel, you're screwed because you're like, I want it so much, so bad now that you can't relax.
This one.
You're just gonna get the yips.
Yeah, exactly.
You're skydiving. You've just jumped out of a plane. When you realize you forgot your parachute. Damn, you're dead. But as you're plummeting towards certain doom, Lizzie Armano suddenly appears beside you with a parachute strapped on and a gunster in her hand. Yes, a gunster. The deeply disturbing hybrid of Monster and Guinness. Honestly, if you're ever going to try one, what better time than 10,000 feet up with the transition queen herself? And how did Lizzie end up there with an extra parachute and a gunster? You know who made this possible. CHPO brand, the worldwide leader in sunglasses and watches. Always doing it for the people. Look at these shades, man. Head over to the site and get yourself a pair. God damn.
So Frankie Spears is a Bunt favorite of ours. That's your boy too. Can you tell us about your
legend
alien workshop trip to Atlanta with him? And of course, if you have any additional stories, we're all ears.
So yeah, like that was the first pretty big trip I think I went on with Frankie. Definitely a character, man. I was like, damn, this guy's fucking crazy. But he was cool in a good way.
Oh, then the best
in a good way.
man.
Yeah. He was very, very, he's very dedicated and just like very intense when it comes to skating, like super serious about it. And it was just like, it was kind of motivating in some ways, but in other ways I was like, sometimes when he was skating, I just like couldn't even like join in. I'd have to be like, dude, like this is your shit. Like it's like his show. I feel like when he's skating sometimes. I don't know. Um, but yeah, he would like. I remember like a couple times we got kicked out on that trip. He was like just. It was like the world was ending, like crumbling. I'm like, when I get kicked out, I'm like, all right, like let's go. And he's like, this is my job. Like I gotta do this shit. Like to like a cop. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking cop. Like, like you can't be telling the cop this is your job. That's his job. And then like I remember like I was like scared we were gonna get like someone was gonna try to fight us at least once, like from getting kicked out. Yeah, it was a while ago, so it's kind of hard to remember everything. But I just remember being like after that trip, I was like, Frankie is fucking intense. He's an intense dude.
Man,
he says so, like he gets so involved and worked up sometimes that he'll say some insane shit, but I think it's all out of good intentions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any quotes? Anything come to mind?
Oh yeah, on that trip I don't know if you guys saw the clip when he was like, "That's the first time I never did that before. When he like ollied a huge gap, like a gap that I can't ollie, and he ollied it, and it was huge, and he snapped his tail like, and he's just like instantly like, I never did that before. And then now I always say that. Yeah. Every time I do something I never did, I'm like, I never did that before. Because he's got that classic, like, he reminds me of like he sounds like a beast. He could be in the Beastie Boys or something, just like that New York, like, super,
he's
like,
too good.
Long Island-y.
Mm-hmm. You saying that
voice
reminds me of a quote that comes up with us here and there is when Zion, a couple of years ago at the Bunt Jam, was like, that was just last year.
I think I remember this.
Yeah, he does the kickback Smith, and then he runs up and grabs the mic, and he's like, "I'm here, I'm here."
Oh
it's
yeah,
so fucking cheap. And me and Donald were like, "Yeah, so sick,
dude."
That was like a WWE.
I love when the Stoke
moment,
like takes over.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, other sports, it's like when people fucking get a home run, they're like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, but like in skating, it's kind of like it's looked down. I guess it's not looked down upon, but everyone's like, "Oh, that guy's crazy." But I mean, it's something you care a lot about, so I get it.
Street leagues making it like more common. Like sometimes I see little kids and like they think that's normal now, so it's changing a bit.
That shit's kind of crazy. That stuff's crazy.
Yeah,
watching the kids do it. Yeah, like, I don't know, with the headphones in, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, at the skate park.
It hurts my soul. It hurts my soul.
Losing its coolness a little bit, you know. Can you tell us about eating limes in Turkey?
Dude, yeah. When we were in me and Tyler Dietrich, we just did like a homie trip to Istanbul. Because I think it was like right after the Atlantic Drift video came out. We were like, we got to go here. So we ended up planning a trip there. But it was like, we didn't do any research, like didn't even have like a guide. And apparently like when we booked our trip, it was like the worst week you could have gone with heat. It was like over 100 every day. It was for like a week straight. And we couldn't even skate during the day. We tried every day, but it was just a nightmare. And I was trying to kickflip this like at that like Banks spot, like where in the Atlantic Drift video, it's like Nick Stain does a long line. It's like a whole bunch of like banks down a huge plaza.
Yeah.
I was trying to kickflip this gap there, and it was just a nightmare from like bank to bank. And I was trying for like 3 hours in like 100 degrees, and I didn't get it. And I was like, fuck, man, whatever. And we just drove to like another spot. And as I was getting out of the car, my whole body just like went into like the gnarliest cramp I've ever experienced. Like at first it was my quads, like they started cramping up. Like as soon as I got out of this car, it was like in a back alley of like a random small neighborhood in Turkey. But there was like trash everywhere. It was kind of weird. But yeah, as soon as I got out of the car, my quads started going, and then like I started trying to stretch my quads, and then my hamstrings started going, and then like I was like on the ground, and then my abs like started going, and my pecs were like cramping, and I was like getting scared, and it wouldn't stop.
Damn.
It was like at least like 10 minutes of, or it felt like 10 minutes. It could have been like a few minutes of just like your whole body, like the gnarliest cramp ever. It was like my arms, my everything. I was just like on a ball on the ground, and these guys didn't know what was happening. I was like, I'm cramping. Like my back was cramping, like everything. Like, and I like didn't know what to do. I was like, if I was in the US, I would have called like 911. Like I didn't know what was going to happen. I felt like I needed an IV or something like that. But, so like my friend Meyer, who was filming, he's like, what do we do? Like, what do you need me to do? I'm like, go get me like water and like like electrolytes somehow. Like, so and like I was just stuck on the ground in like a fucking tense ball, like, and he like ran to this local market and got like a bunch of limes and like a basket of cucumbers, and then I just started like, finally the cramping stopped, and I had to lay fully like on my back, just still. And as soon as I started moving like anything, my body would just instantly cramp up. It was so scary.
That's fucked.
And then they just fed me like cucumbers for like an hour and a half, like cucumbers and water and limes.
Jesus.
Damn, yeah, that's terrifying.
It was gnarly. And it was like an hour and a half. I couldn't even like get up at all, or else everything would just start going, cramping.
You know what? You mentioned IVs, and that reminded me of Sean Malto, the legend. And because we just met up with him in Detroit, and first place he went after the airport was to get an IV. So yeah, IV God. But that reminded me of when we had him on. I think something similar happened to him, where when he back over crooked the rail in Pretty Sweet. I can't remember if it was, I think it was actually the back 50 in the intro. I don't know if it was super hot. It was the back 50 or the back over crook, but remember Donald, something similar happened to him. He had to go to the hospital and he went into like full body cramps. Yeah. That shit sounds terrifying.
Yeah. It was like, if I was in the US, I would have instantly like called 911. Like I was like that fucked up. It was weird.
Yeah. That's scary, man.
But I didn't know who to call in Istanbul.
Yeah. Just gnarly heat exhaustion after 3-hour battle and over hundreds. That's hectic. Glad your boys saved
dumb.
you.
It was really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, they saved me.
I know, but we all
shout out to Tyler and Meyer.
Hell yeah. We all know how it is though. When you're like, feel like you're getting close, it's so hard to just call quits, especially on a trip in another country. It's like, I'm never coming back to this spot. So what did you name your dog? And can you tell us about the awkward situation that came about when all that came to a head?
I was like, at the time I got my dog, I was watching a lot of Tom Knox footage, and he was like I just couldn't, I was like obsessed with Tom Knox. I had never met him before. And it was like every day I would watch like that Atlantic Drift, like that super long part that he put out, and like the bass part and all that stuff. And I was just like obsessing on him. And as soon as I got my dog, I was like, his name's Knox. Like there's no option, like Tom Knox. So we named him Knox, and then like a couple months after we got the dog, like Suchu invited me on the Sodi trip. And he was like, "Oh, you're rooming with Tom Knox." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, hell yeah! And then
that's crazy.
And then like I met him, and it was just, I wanted to tell him so bad that I named my dog after him, but as like never meeting someone before and just telling them that, I'm like, dude, I can't say that. Like, I wanted to, out of like, because that's something like you might want to hear and probably make you feel good, but it was just too awkward for me to do it. And I think someone told him. Someone might have, not on that trip, but I think someone might have told him. But I never told him.
Okay. Oh, really? You kept that one in the back pocket.
Yeah.
You guys became homies, I'm assuming, and It's all good.
Yeah,
He
dude.
knows now.
When they say never meet your heroes, they were wrong about that guy. He's good. He's a good guy.
That's wicked.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah,
everyone's
he's the
got a
man.
story about when that's right too, though. But it's awesome when
Yeah,
it's wrong.
it was like crazy. Like I was like, dude, he was the coolest guy. Like I was telling my friend, like who also is a big fan. I'm like, he's the coolest guy ever.
That's
Like,
what's up.
shout out to Tom Knox. You're the man.
What happened to the rental van on the sabotage trip to Miami?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, the rental van. So we took the first sabotage trip that like Thrasher hooked us up and allowed us to like get a van and kind of travel up or down the East Coast to Miami. We were like, I think we picked up. It was sick. It was so fun. It was just like all of the the sabotage homies, and halfway through, in Atlanta we picked up Danny Renaud, and that was like when he just started skating a lot again after his shit, and yeah, it was so epic, and he's like one of my favorite skaters, so like that was cool for him to come on that trip, and we finally got to Miami, and it was awesome, and we were skating every day, and then eventually on our like second to last day there, we went to the beach finally and just had a beach day, and two of my friends, Kevin and Tor, they they were like, oh, we gotta go back to the Airbnb or the hotel for something, and we were just like all on the beach, like, all right, and they drove the van back, and on the way they like rode over some cardboard. I guess like there was a pile of cardboard on the highway, and they drove the van to a gas station, and I guess from the heat of the tire, the cardboard got like lodged in like the wheel well, and like it caught on fire. But they pulled up to a gas station, they had no idea the bottom of the car was on fire, and they started pumping gas like into the van that's on fire, and they didn't know it was on fire yet, but
Jeez.
so they're pumping gas, and then like I think like Tor goes in to like pay for it or something, and then like Kevin's like, what the fuck is that smell? And I wasn't there, but this is from their point of view, but he like gets out, and there's the whole bottom of the van's on fire with like the gas pump in it, and Kevin
Holy
just like
fuck.
runs like Kevin thinks that it's gonna explode the whole gas station.
I mean, fuck.
Yeah,
So
I
he
would
ran.
run too.
I mean,
Are you crazy?
I would run too.
Yeah.
And then like my friend Tor, he like saw that it was on fire and saw Kevin run, and he was like, I'm putting this out. So he like ran into the gas station, and the gas station attendant saw the car on fire and like saw him running in. And I think later on he said he thought it was like a terrorist attack or something like that, or like they did it on purpose or something
Holy
crazy.
fuck.
Like, and then he grabbed the fire extinguisher and like went under the car and like sprayed it all out, which I thought was
Damn.
insanely ballsy for
Yeah.
him to do that. And the van was totaled, so we're getting update. Like Danny Renaud drove by the gas station, and there was like fire trucks there, smoke, and he sent a picture to us on the beach, and he was like, "Isn't this your guys' van?" And we were all just like, "Oh shit, is it our van?" And then like you just see like Tor and Kevin like sitting there like looking at it.
Damn,
we're like,
that's
what?
terrifying.
So they had to like, we were just kind of like, it was before we were really using like Uber a lot, so we were just kind of like stuck at the beach, and that was a good thing though. Stuck in Miami on the beach,
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad, and they just kind of dealt with it all day. Like it was like an all day process for them to like get a new van, and you know, I don't think it was covered by insurance or anything, which was crazy.
Fuck.
So someone had to end up paying for it.
Oh,
But,
damn. That's brutal.
yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Can you tell us about playing music at the skate park? And was there some clapback maybe to that?
Yeah, I think there was. I don't know. Dude, like I said, like after work, I was always just like fucking like so tired. Like I needed to have music at the skateboard. Like I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just playing whatever I want. Like I don't care who's here. I'm playing whatever I want. Like or like someone else could play. Like if someone else had their speaker, I would let them play whatever they want to. But usually it's just like me and like one other kid there who doesn't have a speaker. So I'm like, I'm playing whatever I want, whatever. But yeah, like apparently on Slap, people were like, this
What
guy's
were you
sick,
playing
but he
though?
fucking, dude, I would play a lot. Like I wouldn't play like only AC/DC. I would play uh, I would play like metal, like Slayer, like Metallica, um, like Nas. Like I would play everything, like rap. I would play techno shit, like whatever, just like hype shit, like fun music. I don't know. Um, and then like I saw like I guess someone sent me a comment on. I think it was Andy Licardi sent me a comment on Slap, and it was like yo, this guy's sick, but he does the worst shit. He goes to the skate park and throws his board around and like plays AC/DC, the worst music ever. I'm like maybe I had one AC/DC, like I would maybe one AC/DC song on there. I'm not even a big AC/DC fan, but someone was pissed about it. I still want to know who it was, but I let it go.
Oh, that's the best. You never think when you're like at a skate park or something that someone there might be like, oh, I can't wait to go Rose told me on Slack.
Yeah, I'm like, what, dude? Like, awful. I wish I knew who it was. I mean, I don't even care. Like, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, I don't know. I don't care. I still play music at the skate park, so I don't play music on a session, but at the skate park, it's like, it makes it more fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would be like after work, and I was always just so over it that I needed that like little extra something to help me get hyped up. And like throwing my board is like I was also like pissed off because it was after work usually all the time too. So I was like fucking always like sometimes in a bad mood, and I would throw my boards. I don't know.
Fuck it, man.
I'm owning up to it.
They got you, man. Roasted.
Whatever.
So what's next for Joey O'Brien?
Just keep skating as much as I can until I can't. And probably I want to put out this video part next year that I've been working on with Mulhern for a couple years. That's like the next big thing, I think.
That's wicked.
Putting out this part.
Saying you're trying to put your hat in the Sodi race, eh?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't put out like 6 parts, so it's like.
Hey, you ain't working in construction anymore.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, yeah.
Just kidding.
No, I don't know. I always like get obsessed with one thing, and I just like trying to film 2 different things. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'd rather the good clips keep going to the same thing.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I don't know.
100%. I'm just joking. We've been working on a video for like 10 years, so.
Still ain't ready.
Tricks are hard for me.
Yeah. Well, sick, man. Good luck finishing that up. Hype to peep it. Always love your parts, and especially knowing a bit more about you, or like just knowing that you were working construction. It was always very impressive, but hype to see a full part with no more fucking construction.
Thank you.
Beating you down.
Feel the heat from here.
Yo, it's Rapid Fire with the Ghost, and this week we're honored to be brought to you by Crooked Skateboards. Crooked just dropped part 2 of 5 from their Weirdo series, featuring parts from Eddie, Una, and Simon Jensen. Tune into their YouTube to catch the rest of the Weirdo videos dropping each month. They also just released the Fall 2 drop. It's got 2 new pro models from Una, Eddie, and the rest of the squad. And last but not least, a guest pro zip zinger from the Mindbender, Mr. Miami himself, triple OG, Joel Mindholes. Go get your hands on them at Tiki Room, So Hip, Spin, and Good News up north, Orchard, Skate Supply, Bill's Wheels, and Home in the States. Got 1 section left, man. You ready for a little rapid fire?
Yes, sir.
All right. Favorite skater?
Heath Kirchart.
Nice.
Favorite video?
Probably Mosaic.
Nice. Favorite video part?
This one was tough for me. I go through phases where I'll like spam a video part for like a month, and then like But I'd probably have to say Danny Renaud's part in Mosaic. It's just like a classic.
Yeah.
Just music, editing, skating, best style.
Yeah, stands the test of time too. That's a great rewatch always. Favorite style?
Favorite style? Bobby Worst.
Ooh, epic.
Which skater had the biggest influence on the way you skate?
Probably Suit You.
Most talented skateboarder on planet Earth?
Ishad Ware, baby.
Yo, you got all the best cosigns. Those two, you just got Sodi's fucking cosigning you. Mark Johnson hitting you up. Your favorite skater's favorite skater. Favorite trick?
Back three.
Oof.
Hardest trick for you?
Nollie hard flips, man. I can't do them. Can't do it. Never done one.
Really? Switch? Same thing?
Switch I can do, but Nollie for some reason just doesn't. Like Switch I can do them bad, but Nollie I literally can't even do it bad.
Interesting.
I got to beat John Perez in skate, so I'm trying to learn it. He's like the best game of skate player I've ever played or skated against.
Damn. Better than Suchu?
Well, Suchu's really good too, but he just like fucks with me and just does like easy shit for me, and then he'll just like end me. Like Perez will just destroy me from the beginning. I feel
right. That's like Morgan for us.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Yeah, he has pity. Like he'll want to play a longer game, so he'll go through all the basics.
Yeah, it's like, come on, dude, stop. Just end it. Just end it. But him and Suchu and John Perez had like a battle at the barracks level, like finals game of skate in Atlanta recently, and it was just like amazing to watch. Those guys are fucked up.
Sick. Most illegal trick?
Roll on, grind. Actually, I wanted to say that. Roll on, grind. I wanted to say that, but I like roll on, grind sometimes. But I think a half cab nose slide, 270, I think is the most illegal trick for me.
Great choice.
I love that. Yeah. I was going to die if you said half cab nose fakie, just because in Detroit, JP Souza.
Half cab nose fake.
Like they're fine, but I was saying like, yo, that's barely a trick. Like,
yeah, it is kind of. Has he been doing that?
Well, we were going to a ledge spot and we were like, yo, like, what do you want to do? And he's like, all right, half cab nose to fakie, and then whatever. And I'm like, bro, you're one of the techest ledge skaters in the game. Like, at least just.
I don't know. If you do anything good though, it looks good. So it's like.
Yeah, that's what he was like. No, but like I pop out. Like he thought it was like this cool flowy trick. I'm like, just do a switch tail, please.
Like Gustav, didn't he just do a back nose to fakie?
Yeah,
that's like illegal too. But like he did it good. And it was
there's always an exception.
He gets literally a pass. Yeah, Gustav is like, he's different, man.
Yeah,
that was so good.
That part was crazy.
Favorite clip you've ever gotten?
I think switch flip into that. It's called American Street Banks in Philly. It's like two banks that are next to each other, and there's like a channel gap, and you can ride on top. I think Fred Gall kickflipped it in Mosaic, and I was like obsessed with because he's regular, so the way he did it was like the same way I would have been riding if I was switch, and I was obsessed with doing the same exact trick kind of as Fred Gall. So I was really hyped. Dude, it took like I think Mulhern. It was like 3 or 4 trips there to get it, and I was just eating shit so bad. The bank is like, the footage doesn't do that spot justice. It's so hard. Like the bank is steep, and you just like slam into the ground every time you commit and don't ride away. But I think I tried something like over 600 tries or something like that.
Damn, bro.
Damn. Mulhern like sent me like the attempts, and it was like 600 something. Like I forget what the number was, but when I rode away from that, I think, that was the best I ever felt riding away.
A true workhorse back. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Worst
No.
trend you've been a part of?
Probably wearing skin tight crew jeans that are white.
Yeah, the white just adds that
That's
extra
added.
flavor.
Skin tight,
Yeah.
It was my Garrett Hill phase or something like that.
What's the gnarliest trick you've ever witnessed?
I think Walker Ryan switched backside flip the love gap. I saw
Holy,
him do that. It was fucking easy
That's
as shit
fucked.
for him. It was crazy.
he's so good at like his bag. It's insane.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know that was like his special move, you know? Like I had just started, it was like 2016 or something like that. Like I didn't really know much about him. And he was going so slow and just like stretching the trick out like over the gap, just so chill. Like the gap is so big. Like, dude, just ollieing it. Like if you bail an ollie, I would like roll like 20 times and he would just like bail a switch backside flip and then just kick it out and just like not even move. He'd just be on his feet. I'm like, how are you still standing? Like what?
Yeah,
He's got that trick good.
Mhm.
But that was the gnarliest trick.
that would be insane to witness live.
It was
That's
almost Antonio Durallo. I don't know how to say his last name.
Mhm.
Durallo or whatever. But he almost switched trade it and he like rode away for like 15 feet.
No,
And it was like, dude, it was like the last days where everyone was like flying out. And I guess he came from New York. And it was like 10 degrees during the day, like Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is, Celsius, but it was like 10 degrees during the day. You couldn't even like warm up. You had to like warm your feet up with like fire, like to get warm. There was people with like little like space heaters. And dude, he started trying it at night and he was like not even sticking it. And he had tried it for 3 hours and he hadn't stuck one. And it was like it was like 0 degree, like
That's
negative
insane.
temperatures. And he was like still going after like,
wow.
I remember like clocking it. Like it was like 3 hours he was trying. And then he started sticking it after like, I was like, how is he still going? He started sticking them randomly and just like rode away for probably like 15 or almost like 20 feet. And
That's
he was just
fucked.
too sore to keep going. He couldn't do
Damn.
it. And then they like closed it down. It would
That
have
would
been
have
the
been a
best trick ever.
legendary clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminded me of Trevor Colden. I think he had
Oh,
a
yeah.
similar story where he was heating his feet up in between tries.
Oh yeah. I was there.
on
I was
back
there when
heel.
he did that. Yeah. I was there when he did that in the shadows watching.
Crazy.
But yeah, he was using, I remember it vividly because I was like, Jesus Christ, he was using the generator to heat his shoe up. Yeah.
That's sick.
Epic, man. What's the one trick that got away?
Probably front heeling the love gap. I was like trying it for a couple years and the last days, I was actually trying it on the same session with Antonio when he was trying to switch tray. That's why I know he was trying that for 3 hours before he stuck one because I was trying to front heel it for 3 hours too.
Crazy.
How do you
But,
skate
and
something
then I
that
was
big
like,
for 3 hours?
dude,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like your adrenaline's just pumping, I guess. Because then when you're done, you're like, holy fuck.
I'm
But
done.
I would bail it. I bailed it the whole time, and then like I put like 1 foot on it, and that's like as close as I got. I couldn't fully commit, but I think I could have done it if I wasn't a bitch.
Hey, Wallenberg's still there. You dig? I don't know which one's bigger.
I don't know.
I've never been to Wallenberg.
I don't know. I feel like Love Park was taller. I feel like the gap was taller.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe Wallenberg's just shorter and a little longer, maybe.
Right.
Pretty similar, though.
Hey, front heel's still open, I'm pretty sure.
I'd have to work on them again. I don't really have them that good anymore, but we'll see. Maybe.
What's the biggest bunt you've ever witnessed?
I'd say Frankie probably quitting Alien. Biggest bunt.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, Frank.
Frankie.
Still love you.
What's the last new trick you learned?
I learned on a bank, I learned like fakie, front 180 to like back over crook grind. like the Jamie Foy trick that he did on that little.
Yeah.
I just wanted to learn that trick, so I started trying it on the bank. And I don't know if a bank trick counts, but that's probably the most recent.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh yeah, that would work good on like a bank to.
Yeah,
like
it feels cool.
Coping or bank to ledge?
Just like a bank. It's like at the skate park. It's like a little bank that's like has a grindable top. It's just sharp enough to grind.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
And you just come at a big angle and just.
Dream job after skating?
Probably, maybe like coaching, like wrestling or something.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Having my own like little club team or something that does tournaments and stuff. That'd be a dream job.
Nice. Favorite local brand?
Ambler Apparel. Yeah. All your apparel needs.
Hell yeah. Favorite local skater?
Nate Vyans. Yeah, he rips. He skates for like real. He's like 14 or 15.
Damn.
I don't know if you guys have seen him, but he shreds.
Dude, it's crazy.
And he's like a fucking he's a cross country champion. Like he's like he holds like the world record for like a half marathon or something in his age group.
Damn.
Psycho.
Dude, it's funny just like throwing out another young kid that we don't know who I'm sure is so beast. But we always talk about there's so many new board brands, but at the same time, it almost feels like there's too many amazing young skaters coming up that there's not enough places for people to get fully on teams.
Yeah. It's like you kind of just got to get lucky somehow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's good that he's like on reel and stuff. So that's
nice.
Sick. That's a good program.
Good luck to your little homie. What's the one sponsor you regret riding for?
I don't really have one. Yeah.
That's
okay,
a good
skip that. All good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had many, so it's like I've been thankful for them all. So.
Yeah. No, sometimes people have a funny one, but that's the most skipped one because if you have no regrets, you're not going to force it. Favorite teammate ever?
Probably Sammy Montano.
Sick.
He's the best.
Worst teammate ever?
I'm gonna have to go with Frankie, man.
Saw that coming.
Nah, I love Frankie. Like we're close, but he is intense. Like, get out of his fucking way on the session, dude. Yeah, he made us all leave a plaza one time. I really wanted to skate this plaza, and so everyone was like kind of like grooving, like catching a groove there, like trying to film something maybe. And it was like the first spot of the day, and he's like, bro, we gotta go to my fucking rail, bro. Like we gotta leave. and I was like, that's not a good team vibe, dude. Like we're gonna go. Like, and then like he got kind of pissed that we didn't go, so we just went. And then like no one ended up skating the fun plaza. So
damn.
It was.
I mean, despite what you've said, I feel like I still want to go on a trip with him one day. Right?
No,
Donald?
it's fun. It's like
we need to experience the Frankie experience.
Nah, he's like the best friend too. Like he'll do anything for you.
Yeah.
Like he'll like drive you across the country if you need to. So.
Yeah. No, we got to get him on a bunt trip one day.
I would love to, man.
Worst company?
Cariuma.
Light
Shredded.
work.
Yep.
Easy.
Worst trend?
Videos being filled with too much like B-roll and not any, and like a lot of bails and shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I feel that. Worst style?
Jeff Wan song, baby. Is that
sauce on that too.
I mean, like he has. I feel like he's like the only guy that's like the worst style. Like you can't argue it. So.
Damn,
Well,
that's our
there you
boy.
go.
I feel bad.
All good to each their own opinion. And then Joey, last but not least, who's the last person you want on the sesh?
Joey Marone. But dude, I was trying something like on that orange hubba in Philly, and I was trying to like do a nollie no slide to warm up, and for some reason I couldn't try it, and I was getting so pissed, and I was actually like ready to freak out. And as soon as I got to my limit of anger, he just said, he was like, "Damn, when'd you lose him?" Like from the distance.
Damn.
And I was just like, dude, fuck you. So yeah. But I'm just kidding, Joey. I love you.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that when I'm trying to lock in.
And he's always doing some crazy shit, like fucking rolling up with like a tank top that says like "kiss me" or something like that.
I thought you were going to say rolling up with a boombox playing AC/DC.
Yeah.
No, that's me, dude.
Shit. All right, well, Joey, man, that's a wrap for the interview, dude. You killed it. Thank you so much for coming on the pod, man.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It's an honor.
Hell yeah. And major shout out to all your friends. There's literally too many to name, but probably the most helpful group of friends we've ever had as far as helping us with questions. Not to take away from all the other ones in the past, but
yeah, careful,
great
dude.
Group of friends.
Unnecessary.
Shout out your whole squad.
Yeah, they killed it.
Yeah.
You've got mail.
Welcome back to the Post Office, brought to you by our good friends over at Dickey's Skateboarding. Quality workwear since 1922. From the work site to the streets, ain't nobody keep you fitted like Dickey's, man. All right, Ghost, who we got up first?
First up, we got a voice note from Michelle Arlia. Let's take a listen.
What's up, fellas? It's Michelle from Switzerland. I was just thinking about the Blondie episode again. And aside from the fact that I really liked that one, something came to mind that I wanted to ask earlier, and it's something that piggybacks off one of his questions where he asked if the bunt was your guys' main job. And I was wondering, what would it actually take for you to do this full time? And since it also appears that you guys have gone soft after 22 seasons and not responding to the most overrated skater, I'm going to put one out there, and it's Nick Stain. Overrated. Have a good one, and I wish you continued success and another 22 seasons more, guys.
Wow. Where did he say he's from?
Do you say Sweden or Switzerland? Fuck. I'm hard of hearing, man.
Let me see.
From Switzerland.
Switzerland.
I got it.
Damn. I thought Swiss people were supposed to be peaceful, man. This guy taking shots at us, taking shots at Nick Stain.
We've definitely gotten much softer in the years, that's for sure. Comes with meeting and knowing a lot of people, obviously. But at the end of that question, me and Safa did have an answer. I think it just took us a while to get there.
Who'd you say?
I said Omar Salazar.
Yeah, I said Luan Oliveira. So I don't know what's soft about that. Yeah. Michelle from Switzerland.
But that's fine. You want to take a shot at us? We could take it. I'm actually curious to hear your answer on the first question. What would it take to do the bunt full time, man? Or not? Like it already is full time. Don't get it twisted. But to only do the bunt.
Let me see. Probably. I'm trying to think of like some mega fucking company with all the money.
Oh, like another huge sponsor?
Yeah, fuck. A network? Like, shit. Just pop us on ESPN once a week. If skateboarding was more popular and they needed a skate segment, you know what I'm saying?
Or like become a ringer podcast or something like that. You know, something where we would have like a salary that we can count on full time. Another thing would just be like if housing prices in Toronto plummeted, but our wages stayed the same, that would help, man. I think the city we live in is too damn expensive, man.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest obstacle, to be honest. But
cost of living is insane here, man. We just need to move. Is what we need to do, brother.
Yeah. I also feel like I would not get bored, but I like just doing more than one thing. So I don't know if that's like something we're striving for necessarily, but it would be cool.
I think from day one, we always thought this would be our side thing, and it's obviously grown beyond our furthest expectations, but it's really nice to not have so much pressure on this. Like if, you know, our lives depended on it, it would have a different feel to it for sure.
Yeah, straight up.
Thank you for the email.
Nice
Next up,
note, though.
Yeah. Next up, we've got an email from Paul Hahn. You guys look glowing this season on YouTube. Must be the Vans and NFL bags. Can Donald drop his skincare routine? Thanks, and go Niners. Shit, man. Honestly.
Jags.
Yeah, honestly, there isn't much routine. Like, just living with a girl helps. You know, they got nice cleanser in there, some exfoliant, hit you with a face mask on Sunday night, and then try and get in some sun, man. That's it. That's all I got.
Clean. Nice. Trevor Lawrence. I hope you're still feeling the sting of losing to Trevor Lawrence's trash ass. That fool couldn't even stay in bounds to end the game. Had to run another play.
Did you see the coaches going at it a little bit there at the end?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I love that shit.
Keep his name out your mouth, fucking. What's his face? Who got fired
Saleh.
at the Jets? Yeah.
Robert Saleh.
All right, next up, we got an email from Joaquin Medina. Hey, Bunt Boys. So my San Diego Padres just clutched their way into the postseason without our star player, Tatis. Star player was in quotations. I don't know anything about who that is, but if you're unaware, we signed Tatis on a multi-million-dollar deal, hoping he'd be our ticket to a World Series, and he hasn't really lived up to the hype. Got me thinking, so I wanted to ask you guys, who are some skaters who initially got a lot of hype but ultimately didn't pan out when they went pro, or if they didn't go pro at all? Thanks a lot, boys, and keep doing what you're doing. Thanks, Joaquin, pronounced Joaquin, my bad. I love how you said signed to a multi-million-dollar deal. That's so big.
I mean, his
sports.
is like,
that's insane.
I think he'd be like high $200 million deal.
I know, but I just thought it was funny that he said
no,
the
that's
most
what I'm
vague
saying.
thing possible. Yeah.
Like he went on the light side there. Yeah, Fernando Tatis Jr. Shit, man. Who is a skater that didn't pan out after garnering a lot of hype?
Oh, that guy who was on Vans back in the day with the long frizzy hair. And Galea roasted him in his episode. Go back and listen to that. It's hilarious. Remember the guy, like, when we were kids, like, he's probably around our age, but, like, he was on Vans and he just, like, ollied some sets, skated some big rails, long frizzy hair. What the fuck was his name?
Daniel Lutheran?
That dude, no, way before, dog. When we were kids, like, going to shred and stuff, like.
Oh, I don't know.
He was just like a young poppin' guy on Vans.
Oh, Knox Godoy? Didn't pan out, dude. I mean, didn't pan out's a very vague thing. Like, it's a little different in sports than skateboarding. But there's obviously, like, some superstar kids that don't always pan out as well.
Oh, another one, Andrew Lange. That dude fizzled out. Came in hot.
Jeremiah Vance. Is it Jeremiah Vance?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Dude, he had so much hype. He had that on video thing. He had it all. He was swaggy.
Yeah.
But the bag didn't represent the hype. You're right. Because he was featured in that, like, AM thing on video. And he was, like, the main feature at the end with the big part. And you're like, his part just wasn't there.
Yeah, that's kind of a shitty one to have to go through. It's similar to last week with the overrated shit. Oh, and we didn't even call him out. Yo, how dare you fucking speak ill of Nick Stain? Pull up on the pod, Nick Stain.
Yeah, we love Stain. I loved that hockey part, man. Like, I thought that shit was epic.
The
all right, next
pop
up,
tray flip ender of sin.
I didn't notice it like that. I didn't take it in like that. All right, next up, we've got an email from Ryder Reed. What's good, Bunt homies? Just concluded the Jeremy Ray episode, which left me realizing one thing. I have a frontside 360 clip that probably should not be used. Let me know if you think a redo is worth the energy. Clip will be attached to this email. Apologies for the quality. Thanks for giving me something to look forward to every Wednesday while I'm at work. I appreciate you guys. Let's watch this, me and Seifa. Bring it up on your phone. You could peep it too. And then
I watched it the other day, but I don't want to put it in the episode because he sent when you film it off the camera, meaning you might be saving it for a project. Yeah. But I actually thought it was great. I personally always try and redo Tic Tacs, but that one's passable. This just comes down to, do you want to, live by the Will Marshall, Jeremy Ray code? No Tic Tac, full roti, but it's definitely passable. The tick was in the momentum of the landing. It wasn't egregious, but you could definitely redo it. If you did it that close to perfect, I'm sure you could do it again.
Dude, that was wicked. That was a really good front three. Yeah, the ticket, I don't think that's the tick we're speaking of. I think the illegal one's a little bit worse than that. That one was pretty good.
It's illegal. That's just Will's rule, which I fuck with. If you're doing any sort of 360, you shouldn't tick to complete the rotation. But that was a good one, though. That was a good one.
Really sick.
There's definitely worse ones. And if you're working on a part, send it to us when you're done, because that shit was fire. All right, next up, we got an email from Nicholas Frank. Got a little fucking voice note, eh?
What's up, Bunt boys? It's everybody's favorite skate, Nick Frank. Anybody who knows me knows this song and knows what time of year it is, knows what I'm about to talk about. That's right, baby. Switch September. When I was growing up as a kid, there was this unfounded rumor that Bob Burnquist skated nothing but Switch for an entire year. That's why he was so godly at skating Switch. And 16-year-old brain, me, was like, yo, that's way too long. I'm not doing that shit. It's your fuck that. A month, though. I will dedicate the month of September to skating nothing but Switch. And that's what I did for about 10 years. Only had 2 other homies who were down for the entire month. Some people would join sessions and stuff, but no one ever really did it. So, question. Would you guys ever do Switch September? It sounds super stressful and shitty at first, but when you're committed to it, it kind of feels like how we felt learning how to skate at a young age. When we're starting to learn frontside 50-50s and different little flips here and there, like kind of progressively and consistently, that feeling comes back. So if you could just, shut down your ego for a little bit and just have fun with it, it's a really, really, really capturing experience. What you guys think? Let me know. As always, love the fucking bunch. Loving the episodes coming out. Keep up the good work, boys. Peace.
Wow.
What a legend.
Nick Frank leveling up his voice note game. That was beast.
Thoughts?
What was the question? Would we do it?
Could you skate Switch for a whole month?
For me, easy. I've probably done it before. Like, I remember when we were kids, the first time I rolled my ankle pretty good. I was too anxious to start skating again, so I just skated Switch for probably like a month or 2. But I probably maybe still pushed regular, but I don't know if he didn't mention if pushing's part of it. But I skate enough Switch that I don't think I need to do a Switch September. But I mean, maybe I'll challenge myself next year to it. But I just don't think it's necessary for me. If you're trying to work on your switch, I probably skate at least probably 70-30 switch anyways, or at least 60-40. So maybe if you're weak switch, it's a good challenge.
I probably need a regs month, to be honest with you. That would be harder, man. My preferred stance these days is fakie, I'd say. I couldn't do it, man. I mean, yeah, I skate enough switch. I think it's a good balance. Switch September sounds dope, though. Growing up, we should have done that whole month. It could have been a cool challenge.
Yeah, I think this is a really good challenge for kids, like trying to balance out their skating in the earlier days. But obviously, we've been skating forever at this point. We got our bags and shit. I feel like we skate all four stances enough. But it is a good thing to do when everyone's learning how to like switch ollie and stuff at first, or like it's like a left-hand layup in basketball. You gotta grind. It sucks. It's hard at first, but yeah, it's probably a wicked challenge for like a skate camp. Like if you have a 5-day skate camp, 1 day is all switch.
Oh, that's a dope idea. So you get 4 days out of the month, but pushing switch for a month would be a good exercise. You get a really good switch push.
Yeah. Thank you, Nicholas. Beast.
All right, next up, we've got a voice note from Meeks Granja. Let's take a listen.
Здорово, Bunt boys. Just saw a clip of Adrian Bullard landing tray flip from El Toro, edited by Shrimp Daddy. I have a question. What do you think about this AI stuff emerging into skating? I understand it's about the clicks, about the views. I've been in this game for 23 years, so I've seen it all. What's your opinion, guys? Cheers, love the pod. One of the best things that has happened to skateboarding in a decade. Cheers.
That was a high honor at the end, man.
Yeah. What's up, baby?
Have you? So you know what he's talking about?
I didn't see the fake 3 flip.
Yeah. So this guy Shrimp Daddy posted on Instagram. He AI edited Adrian Bullard landing tray flip. Like, I guess he landed tray flip, falls off a bit, and this guy goes into his AI machine and makes him roll away. Okay, and it looks absolutely flawless.
Let's see.
It's an impressive job.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean,
it's pretty crazy. That's
so possible. Silly. 338,000 views. For anyone at home who hasn't seen it.
Dude, that's clean. That's a clean edit.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. It kind of probably ruins some of the excitement to see Chris Jocelyn, who actually stomped it. You just can already picture it, I guess. But yeah, I do kind of feel bad for that dude because he came close and he had a whole documentary about like wanting to go back, and it was under construction, and then he's from France somewhere, so he didn't have time to come back. And Jocelyn got it first, and he came as close as you could come. But Jocelyn also tried years ago and came close, so it's not like there's any snaking or anything, but to come that close.
That's a good battle.
I don't know if you remember, that's the homie who backtailed it. I think it was a Transworld cover. Maybe. I can't remember what mag. It was a cover of something, but he backtailed it years ago looking hella hesh. But
I don't remember. That's a clean skating, battle. Man. That's a clean win by Jocelyn. He got the job done. I don't really feel any type of way about the AI clip. I thought it was funny. But honestly, like if there was no like story behind it and I just saw that, I'd be like, damn, someone else did it too. So it kind of fucked up. Maybe no place for AI editing video clips in skating.
Yeah, it's funny this time. It's a big deal. The 3 flip, obviously everyone's talking about it and shit. But I hope it doesn't become a regular thing where every time there's a cover or something, there's just like an AI right away.
Someone fakes
that
it.
person or someone
Well,
else
I
doing
think
it.
in the caption, he says that like, not going to name names, but I've done this for companies before, which is pretty twisted. And I might have to hit him up for my Bunt video ender.
That's a good way to
edit me
lose
something.
some clients right there. Man, them threatening to fucking expose things. Or not threatening, but anyways. All right. We got one more email for this week from Adam Stiegel. Oh, I thought this was a clothing thing. Okay. Hey guys, I wore my camel bunt cap to the bar the other day. My favorite cap. Check this. My crush is there and she asks about my hat. I tell her, don't worry about it. It's the Bunt Live, shawty. A worldwide thing. Should I keep wearing my Bunt hat to the bars? Also, can the ghost give me any tips on sealing the deal with the ladies plus achieving peak performance in the bedroom? Jeez. What the fuck? Usually I
Bro, this is your dream.
Most of the shit that comes through here, man.
What is Ryan Russillo has an advice questions at the end of his pod, doesn't he?
Yeah, life
like
advice.
Relationship advice. Yeah, life advice. So here, this is your shot, man.
Well, first of all, as much as I hope this is a true story, it just seems a little bit, too good to be true, too funny. Like the crush is there. She asks about the hat and then you swerve her. That's insane. But he also didn't let us know how that went. Anyways, I hope good luck if it's a true story. Good luck with your crush. And any tips? No. Every scenario is different. There's no recipe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you, man.
You gotta tell us what the issue is. Yeah, you need more of an issue, not just that's a scenario, a real life scenario. Yeah, there's no you can't just get the ghost magic. Just ask him for it, man. He might help you out, like he does some of our other buddies, like Roderick. But we need more of a scenario here. All right.
Yeah, but
so email back, Adam.
Good luck with the crush. Yeah, we need more details. And if my girlfriend's not home, I'll maybe give a better answer. Apologies, man, but good luck in them streets and not the bars. You dig?
All right, y'all. That's gonna wrap up the post office for this week. Get your emails, voice notes, video clips, photos, AI edited clips, you name it, to the buntlive@gmail.com. Welcome back to The Rundown, the Skateboard World source for sports, brought to you by NFL Canada. Ghost, you know exactly where we're starting. The Survivor Challenge, a favorite amongst NFL fans worldwide. When you brought this to the table, did you ever envision going 0-2?
I definitely didn't. I would have put down any amount of money on the Chargers winning. But honestly, that's why we love the NFL.
It is.
It's, I think, still the least predictable sport week to week, and it keeps us glued to the screens on Sundays. And I thought they were going to win if it was Russell Wilson, and I was even more convinced when it was Jackson Dart. I'm like, okay, that's a really tough first start. Yeah. And then to lose Neighbors, I think that was in the first half. Mm-hmm. Like, if you told me all those things ahead of time, I'd say, I'll put 10K on that.
I thought Giants fans were saying they gotta wait. Why put him out there against the Chargers? Give it a week and they play the Saints, I think. But Jackson Dart did his thing. The Ghost is 0-2. The Bills killed the Saints. I'm still clean. And on to week 5 we go. Who you got? So, no Green Bay, no Chargers. You still got the big dogs all left. Who's it
This
going to
week,
be?
I'm going to hit y'all with a ghost guarantee. We're going with the Detroit Lions, man. I need that guarantee, man. I'm sick of this shit. Real talk.
So the Lions got
Cincinnati.
the Bengals in Cincinnati.
No, yeah. Jake Browning, you fucking scrub. If you somehow upset me, I'm going to fucking lose it.
I'm hoping Jake Browning lays another dud on Monday night against the Broncos. And by next Sunday afternoon, we got Jameis Winston in the black and orange to save Cincinnati's season, to send you to 0-3.
Nothing would make me happier, but that would be fun for fantasy and just for TV ratings, all that good stuff. But the Lions, that's like 4 picks waiting to happen, and there's no way they win that game.
So yeah, the Bills took care of business. I'm still fine. Got Kansas City and Buffalo off the table. This week I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts. They got the Las Vegas Raiders coming to town. They just lost to the Rams, which I think is one of the best teams in the league. And Indy's going to want their get back. They're going home after a tough loss. Geno Smith and whoever the hell else is on the Raiders is coming to town, and I don't think it's going to be a close one. So I'm going with the Colts.
Yeah, no O-line, and their defense sucks. The Raiders, and Geno's just throwing picks like he's Jameis Winston.
He doesn't know what he's fucking doing, man. He doesn't know what he's doing. So there you have it. I got Indy. You got Detroit. Let's see what happens. Week 3 of our Survivor pool.
Let's go, Geno. Let's go, Goff. Fuck, it's comeback season, man. I can't believe the Giants, man. That one meme you sent was hilarious, though, about the Giants.
Which one was it?
It was like...
what would you sacrifice for Bo Nix's first win, basically? Malik Neighbors?
No, Jackson Dart, yeah. Did Jackson Dart get his first NFL win? Yes. What did it cost? Malik Neighbors. So good.
Yeah. Did you see
NFL memes IG?
Did you see how happy Brian Dable was hugging Jackson Dart?
Yeah.
Almost stole some of Dart's aura with how corny and happy he was with that hug. But you got to feel for that guy, man.
Bro, I never really heard Jackson Dart talk, and then I saw something today, and I was like, damn, he has zero aura. He might be a Russell Wilson 2.0. I don't want to jump the gun, but just hearing him talk after the game, he was pure, I don't know what they say these days, Gen, whatever the fuck, but he was just walking in the end zone, selfie cam on his phone. I'm like, yo, that's so corny, and posted it. And then Cam Scattaboo came. Did you see that? And
now that guy's got aura.
He sounds like he sounds like he's straight out the hood too. Yeah, did you not see it?
No, I gotta watch that.
Bro,
with the DM on that.
That was insane.
What were the Giants thinking going into the season with Russell Wilson, bro? You're better off with Jameis. I know it's going to be ugly on offense, but we literally saw Russell Wilson be incapable of this last year in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh made the horrible choice of letting Fields go. I mean, we still don't know what Fields is, if he's anything. But Russell Wilson is clearly not the answer.
Yeah, that was very confusing. But I think it's hard for us from home to just... It seems so obvious to us, but I feel like there's a bunch of grown men that are trying to win games, and owners that are trying to win games, and everyone's delusional coming into the season, and they're like, oh, well, maybe we can get elite Russell Wilson back, and it's no, that's just usually not the case.
Look what the Colts are getting out of Daniel Jones. They're one fumble away from winning that game. They're 4-0 if that guy doesn't commit one of the dumbest plays in NFL history. They go into LA and beat the Rams.
No, exactly. But I think age is way more of a factor here. And Daniel Jones had that, what do you have? Some gnarly surgery, neck or shoulder or something. So a second year removed from that. I didn't see it coming. But yeah, something. But I also said last week, elite Daniel Jones is coming to an end. The Rams defense is real. and they exposed him first play of the game. They picked him off. Like,
Yeah, but
he just beat up on a couple. I know he's playing
he played
like great
good
for him.
yeah,
He played.
they should have won that game.
That dude fumbling into the end zone was crazy.
That's insane. And then I think Atwell got like an 80-yard TD to win it. Like 2 crazy plays to lose that game. I don't put that on Daniel Jones. That's actually not on Daniel Jones.
I just don't think he's going to be like. Basically my point last week was he's not going to sustain this like elite play. Like people are like, oh, he's in the MVP conversation. But obviously he's not. I don't think he's sustaining that.
Well, it's 4 weeks in. It's like there's a lot of random people in the MVP conversation potentially.
Yeah.
But they win the AFC South. Do they not?
Yeah. Who else
They're
is
3-1, and the Jaguars are 3-1.
The Jags are 3-1. That's fucking hilarious. Damn, man. Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna hold on against the 49ers, but yeah. Who knows? I think, damn, that division's going to be entertaining all year. The Colts look like the most well-rounded team right now, though, but we'll see.
In that division? Not okay.
Yeah. No, in that division.
A lot of podcasts and sports channels do this, and we never really do it. 4 weeks in, NFL Power Rankings. I want to hear the top 5. Your Steven's A-list, top 5.
Steven's A-list?
It's the most debatable thing in sports, but I'm curious who you'll have at 1. Obviously, it's between 2 teams. I would think so. And then how do you round it out? And where does Patrick Mahomes end up on this list after that beatdown he gave Baltimore? And Baltimore sitting at 1-3 obviously can't be in the top 5. So I want to hear
my top 5 right now. After a quick scan, we need to like fucking send each other a rundown before come prepared for these debates, man. But I'm gonna go at number 5, and I was believing in the Ravens. You were laughing at them right now. You looking real right on that. I'll say at number 5, let's go. I'll still let the Chargers in there. You know what I'm saying? 3-1. Running their division.
Can't argue that.
At number 4, I'm going with the Chiefs, man. I'm going with the Chiefs. That was a statement win. They could have been 1-3. And the last 2 weeks, they said, fuck that. You dig? This is still our shit. And then to see the Chargers lose to the Giants... we were quick. I think we were a little too quick to say the Chargers are running that division now, and some people were saying the Broncos before the season started. Chiefs are right back in the mix. We'll see.
I mean, a big win
number
on
3
Monday Night Football. The Broncos vault back in there, but recency bias. So we have Chiefs and Chargers 5-4.
Yeah, and then at 3, I'm going with the Packers. Just smell you later, man.
Don't even bother that whole team. Division.
I'm going with the Detroit Lions at number 3.
Okay.
And then, so all those teams are 3-1 or 2-2, and then we coming into the 4-4s, and this is the toughest one. But give me at number 2 the Buffalo Bills.
I knew you would never give the Bills one.
Yo, bro, they were a botched fucking.
You just wouldn't do it.
They were a botched Philly special away from being down to the fucking Saints. They didn't cover against the Saints. They got put a 40-piece on their defense in week 1.
Those are trap games, bro. I mean, not game 1. But game 1's a preseason game. They hadn't played in a year. And they got the Ravens hungry as ever with all this chit-chat about the Ravens being the one. So I can't argue. The Eagles, defending Super Bowl champions, so all they do is win.
Eagles,
I think they've won 20 of their last 21 games. Both their wide receivers not happy over there. That's the problem when you get those big name wide receivers. So we'll see how that pans out. Jalen Hurts won't throw the ball, but they still win it.
But last week he threw the ball all over the damn place. You know, if they don't need to, they don't. But when they're down crazy, I don't like that though.
They'll really try not
balance. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating to watch, and that's why Drew Brees said he can't stand watching their offense. I feel the same. Like last week, it was entertaining, but week to week, god damn. I think this week he was 0-8 in the air in the second half. Like that's just. But you can't argue with the results. Both them and the Bills aren't perfect, but whatever. It's week 4 rankings. Sue me. I got the Eagles a little bit over the Bills right now.
It's a great list. Obviously, I got the Bills at 1. I keep the Chiefs at 5. But the Chargers aren't on the list for me. It's the Rams. The Rams are the 4th best team in the league. And you forgot the Rams. But we did this quick, so I'll forgive you. An honorable mention, another team I might take over the Chargers. I'd have the Chargers at 7, because I just don't trust Herbert. I'd take the Buccaneers, man. When they're healthy and they get Mike Evans.
When they're healthy. Yeah.
And they got that whole receiving core, and they got Bucky Irvin doing his thing. Rashad White as the 2 at RB. Well-coached team. I take the Bucs at 6, Chargers at 7. And then, it doesn't even matter after that what happens. Maybe the Ravens. The Ravens are fighting for their life. You go 1-4, the season's over, and it's the first week of October. Who are they playing next week is the better question.
Houston, I think, which is not
winnable.
Easy. Houston has
won't have Lamar.
Great defense. Yeah, with no Lamar.
Lamar's out.
But fucking I agree. I did do a quick scan. I also would have the Rams in there as well. So good looks on that. But I would have the Chargers over the Buccaneers right now. Like, that was a bad loss, but the Bucs are just way too banged up right now. Way too banged up.
They're missing a lot of pieces. But they lost to the Giants. Jackson Dart, no neighbors. Tracy Jr.'s gone. Brian Dable's fighting for his life. He's smiling like he just won the lottery after a week 4 game. Bad loss.
You could feel that
Chargers.
hot seat.
That is a bad loss. First team to fire their coach. Go.
If the Jets lose tonight, if the Dolphins lose tonight, it could still be Mike McDaniel. People kind of forgot because they put up a fight last week, but I guess the noise died down there a little bit. But there was someone else that keeps coming up. Fuck, who was it?
I think that the Dolphins were so good, and now on their way down, there was a lot of noise about his firing, but they've just been shit for like a year and a half now, that he's just bypassed the shit storm.
Yo, how about the Cardinals coach, man? What the fuck is that team?
But they're 2-2 in like the hardest division. They got 3 teams at 3-1, and they're at 2-2. Like, if they lived anywhere else, they'd be better off.
How about Tennessee's coach, your boy Cam Ward, man? The hopeful future of Donald's franchise in our keeper league.
It will be. He's not going anywhere. All of my fantasy teams are in utter disarray right now. It has been a long day working the phones trying to get a trade, and everyone says I got nothing to trade for. So it's not looking good. Dave Delfino says he'll hit me with a 5 for 5, but I'm not sure what we're going to do there. I'm about to go 0-4 in Love Island Survivor League. Davis is going to fucking kick me to the curb. If I come last in this, I'm kicked out of the league. A league that we started. It will be a true
Josh
low
Jacobs,
point.
Man.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs had no pity for you last night.
No, he did not stop. I say it's time to fire the Ravens coach. If they don't beat the Houston Texans, I don't care who's at quarterback. It's time. True. They need to move on. They have not won with a great team since Mark Ingram was there. That team should have done better. What did he call Lamar Jackson? And everyone loved it. Shit, I forget. Doesn't matter. But that was the first year Lamar won the MVP. And Harbaugh can't get them over the hill. So I'd say it's time for Harbaugh to go. I got a lot of friends, especially in that one group chat. Oh yeah, if they go 1-4, the time is now. Like, they're not going to do anything. I mean, it will be really hard to come back. But I bet you Lamar's
if they
gone
lose
2-3
with Cooper
weeks.
Rush, yeah.
But Lamar's
can't.
gonna.
I feel
It also depends how long Lamar's gone. But if it's a lost season, you got to cut your ties and move on. He's not going to get them a Super Bowl. He's not, dude. They won He's still living off the Super Bowl he won with Joe Flacco 15 years ago, and that was Colin Kaepernick lost the Super Bowl. He didn't win. They didn't win it. He threw it out the end zone. Michael Crabtree says he still has nightmares about that date. Like,
damn.
I just feel for Mason Silva I tried to warn him when he became an NFL fan not to cheer for Baltimore, and he didn't listen. And now
Bro, you're
it's
talking
pure pain.
Yo, do you have a
Mason
Brady jersey
Silva.
on right now? Do you have a Brady
have a
jersey
Brady
on right
jersey.
now? You're fucking
the
Buffalo
greatest
Bills
quarterback of all
fake
time.
ass.
The greatest quarterback of all time.
You cannot
This is
talk.
the
Mason's
one
a
true
new fan.
GOAT.
He picked one team. You rooted for all those Brady championships, including the Tampa one.
tried
And now
to
you're a
warn
Bills fan. Nah.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no, no.
Canadian.
You can't get on your
I don't
high
know how
horse
this shit
on
works.
a new fan.
Oh, but
Jesus Christ,
I just
that's
feel
crazy.
bad, man. He cheers for the Ravens and the Clippers. Like, wild choices, man. Wow, he should have just stuck with the Rams or something.
And you waited for the Bills to become beast to jump on that wagon.
I waited for
after Brady retired.
This is the exact same comparison as Kobe Bryant. When Kobe left, you're like, I'm not a fan of the team anymore, and I was a fan of the player. I didn't even
you
like
give me
the
a hard
NFL.
time for that. You give
I
me a
didn't
hard
even
time
like
for
the
that.
NFL. And then I was like, holy shit, this is the greatest sports figure of all time. I'm going to enjoy this ride.
Oh my god.
And I did. Enjoyed it in New England and in Tampa. And then I was like, it's time to go to the next GOAT, Josh Allen, man. That's all it is, bro. You got anything else to talk about the NFL? You got a talking point?
A talking point.
Any news on Molly Carroll?
Oh, yes. No. I do have a talking point. You know what I'm saying? How could I forget? You know what I'm saying? we went to Ireland, Dublin. You get me? And now we're about to
That's
have
crazy.
something permanent out here. 3-1, baby. Don't fuck with me, man. Ah,
You know,
beautiful right there. Damn, it's kind of far away.
a great game.
But
Minnesota did
see
their
what we
best at
doing
the
out
end.
here. Yo,
That is a
I
tiny
thought,
little helmet.
I told you last night, I forgot before the season started, I forget where I was. We were on a trip or something, and I was like, oh, I'm going to put like $200 in the betting app for the year. That would have been gone by now with the way I've been predicting shit and being dead wrong every damn time. I thought Minnesota was going to wax the Steelers. I had very little hope for my boys, but it was the complete opposite. Carson Wentz, cleaned up in garbage time, but that was a beatdown. Wentz looked awful for most of the game. They couldn't get the run game going. And Kenneth Gainwell, of all people, just went nuclear. 2
What a
touchdowns. I think he had over 100 yards. Very impressed. And I was against DK Metcalf. That hurt. It sucks when you're rooting for your team and then in fantasy you get a fucking 80-yard touchdown on your head. But
Sucks.
proud of the boys. 3-1. And that division, I think last year that division was like arguably the toughest in football. And this year it looks like a complete joke. Like the Steelers are winning it at 3-1. Of course, we know about Burrow and then Baltimore just like falling off the rails. But let's go Steelers. Let's do it. Let's keep it going.
I think the best team in that division is the Cleveland Browns. If they can get it sorted out, they need if they can get any sort of quarterback play. Like they go get Jameis Winston. I know, bro.
Imagine them with
it's
Baker.
Crazy.
Shit.
At the end of last season, when Myles Garrett was like, "I want out," everyone was like, "Thank God, get this guy somewhere else." And then they offer him the bag, and he stays. That's a tough place to be, man. Just they got 56 points through 4 games. Dude, that's awful. Look at this stat. The Baltimore Ravens 1-3 to start the year, 131 points for, which is an average of over 30 points a game. 133 against. They're losing shootouts week in and week out. They can't stop anything, dude.
That's crazy, dude. That makes me think about the Packers last night. You want to end on that game? But I just looked ahead. Steelers bye next week, and then they face the Browns. That's going to be a slugfest and not a shootout. And Flacco's got to be done. Did you see that interception? Yo,
Yeah, Flacco's done.
it's
Flacco's
time for
done.
Dylan Gabriel, and then hopefully Shador.
He came in. Shador's not going in. They'll do anything but put Shador in. Out of all the teams at 1-3, and there's a lot of them, most likely to make the playoffs.
Houston Texans, maybe. That division sucks. I didn't really look, though. Let me take a look.
All right, you got the Giants, the Panthers.
Oh, no, let's go Ravens. Actually, fuck with the injury.
The Ravens, the Browns, and the Texans, and the Raiders. Obviously, a couple games pending.
Yeah, I'd say it's between Houston and Baltimore. But if Lamar's
sweet.
out
They
for
play
2-3
next week.
weeks, man. Yeah, that's huge. Whoever wins that one makes the playoffs out of those two teams. Let me put it that way.
Is that a ghost guarantee?
Actually, but yo, I hate to say it, but as much as I want my Steelers to keep dominating, Aaron Rodgers can barely move. I could see
This is right where they are every year. And last year at the end of the season, frustrated, tired of the bullshit. And here we are again, the Steelers, with no franchise quarterback, running backs in disarray, sitting at 3-1 on the back of good coaching and defense. Are you actually happy about this position? Or are you just attempting to
because
enjoy it?
I wanted them to bottom out and get a high draft pick QB. But I'm gonna enjoy the ride.
I've
man.
never seen
I'm
you
not
in
gonna,
so
sit
much
here and root
Pittsburgh
against
gear.
them. It's real in the
crazy.
streets, man.
Can we move off of football for just a minute? There's something we need to touch on. Our Toronto Blue Jays, a team we can both cheer for with 100% heart, all in on this one. You don't have another baseball team you cheer for, is there?
The
The Blue Jays are it. They're done.
Yeah, but,
They're done, bro.
yeah.
He tried his hardest.
I know
to
they
find
don't
something
exist
else.
anymore. But
But we got the greatest expo of all time. His son is on the Blue Jays. Our star player, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., finished first in the AL East for the first time in 10 years. Held off the Yankees, held off the Red Sox. We got a bye through the first round. Will you watch baseball so we can report on the Blue Jays?
it's fucking boring as shit. I'll try. I'll put in some effort like I did with the Leafs. But how long are games? Man? I don't know.
The games have been shortened because they're usually there's like a pitching clock now, so it doesn't go too long. But you can just tune in and out. It's one of those, it's very relaxed. It's like reality TV. You don't need to be glued in at all times. You can come and go as you please.
Okay, I'll watch some games throughout the playoffs.
All right.
I'll commit to that. At least
we
part
go.
some games. Let's get it. Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays are in the
/
playoffs.
Expos.
Any last words?
Steelers, enjoy your bye. Let's come back thirsty in week 6. You get me?
That's interesting choice of words. Go Lions and go Colts. Survivor week. All right, y'all. That's going to wrap up this week's episode of the pod. Catch y'all next week.